Hi everyone, my name is Mark Kwok. I am the founder of the Mark Pen. So I'll get straight to the question that everyone asks me. Mark, why a pen? And I understand that question because there's pens everywhere in front of you right now probably. 2 in your backpack, they're free at work, they're free everywhere you go. But the reason I wanted to create a pen is because I saw one of my buddies who was at work. He was gifted this $500 Montblanc pen, and whereas he wasn't using pens very much before, he started taking this pen around with him everywhere he went. And he was using it constantly. It was always on him. And I got to thinking, oh man, that used to be the case. People used to have their pen that they were proud of, and they put it in their pocket, and they'd lend it to a person to use quickly and then take it back. But that sort of culture is gone now because technology, because pens are disposable. But seeing my friend kind of go back to it and appreciating the pen again got me thinking, hey, why don't I try this out? And so I did. I bought myself a pretty nice fountain pen, and I loved it. I loved everything about it. I wanted to use it all the time. I took it with me everywhere I went, and it became kind of an item of pride. So it got me thinking, hey, why don't I actually create my own pen? Because this pen was great, but it was really a traditional pen. It was an older looking kind of like 50s design. And so I wanted to see if I can create a modern pen, something that people today would really appreciate with a modern aesthetic. And so that's why I came up with the Mark Pen. So what makes this pen great? What makes it better than other pens? Well, one, incredibly high quality. I have a pretty high bar for the quality that I want these things to be. And the manufacturers I finally found after speaking to 30, 40 manufacturers, they provide the best materials, the best coating, so finishings. And it's something that I actually am proud to actually hold in my hand. Second, it writes incredibly well. In fact, it writes better than any other pen I've ever used, minus some fountain pens that it's a debate because it depends whether you like fountain pens or not. But of course, that provides its own maintenance issues and things like that. But among all rollerball, ballpoint, felt pens that I've used, this ink cartridge, it's one from a German manufacturer, is one of the best I've ever used. It's super consistent, doesn't dry out even if you don't cap it for over a year. It is incredibly viscous, so it comes out like nice and smooth, yet it dries quickly too. Another thing about this pen is that it is designed in a way to really, really optimize your writing experience. From the actual balance of the pen, it has center balance. When you post the cap on the back, it actually has a center balance for people who like to write a little bit higher on the pen. It is incredibly thin, so to actually be able to put this particular ink cartridge, which is in other pens as well, some high-end pens in the couple hundreds of dollars, their pens are actually thicker because it's really hard to put this really, really thick ink capsule into a body like this. It requires some engineering that I think a lot of people find very difficult. These are small things, a lot of people might not care about it, but I wanted to make sure I was super thoughtful about every single piece of this. Now, one of the things people will ask me is, hey, won't it kind of roll around if, it doesn't have a clip, as you can see. It doesn't have some sort of thing to be able to stop it from rolling. And the good news is, one, this slanted edge actually helps keep the balance of it. It doesn't roll around as easily. But the second thing is, I am going to be creating a clip for this that is detachable, so that if you like the more minimalistic look, you don't have to have the clip. But if you do want to be able to clip it onto your pocket, or you don't want it to roll around and that clip helps you, I will be creating that as well post the Kickstarter if it succeeds. So anyway, I just want to thank you guys so much for checking this out. I mean, this has been a year of testing and prototyping, and it's been really actually a pretty long journey, and we're finally here. And for anyone who's stuck around to this end of this video, I just really, really appreciate you and your consideration for maybe having a pen like this, or even just open to listening to the process and the reasons behind this pen. So thank you so much, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.